Anyway, we're not really here. In a way, we're here for the mansion, you know, part of the story. But that's what we're really after, the graveyard. All right, guys. I'm going in. Wish me luck. We're going in. Well, we're following the road. We'll call it a road. We'll call it that anyway. But I believe I'm on the right track. I see some old, looks like fence posts. A couple old cinder blocks. Of course, the trail gets kind of, we'll say gnarly, right through here. And it's that time of year, y'all. We know snakes are out today. We've done seen one. So keep your eyes open. The black snakes I ain't too awful worried about. You know, black snakes will run. Technically, copperhead will run. Rattlesnake's the only one that won't run. He'll sit there and rattle at you and threaten you. He ain't afraid of you. He knows he's better armed than you are. I hope it's up here somewhere. There's a lot of climbing. I'm recording with a phone. Can't tell if it's natural. Kind of looks like tool marks. Not a graveyard though, is it? Huh. That away, I guess. Oh, I said trail going up. I think. I see a piece of pipe or something. It looks like. Yeah, that looks like remnants of an old trail to me right there. This end is completely overgrown. I'm guessing the road went up that way and looped back around, but at some point, all of that is washed out, in theory. All right, let's go up. I went out this way and it turns and goes straight up the ridge line. I went all the way up the ridge line to where it leveled off, went out that side of the hill, and went out this side of the hill as far as I could. Did not see any graveyard whatsoever. I saw some old slabs of concrete that were just really weird place way back up on the mountain, but it wasn't a graveyard. Himlerville Mansion, the ruins thereof. All right, plan B. Regroup. Try again for this cemetery. And you can see old pieces of tile from the mansion, from the tile floor. All right, we'll go out this way. Avoid the steps this time. We took the steps up. We'll take the road down. See if I might see anything different. I even check little stuff like that. You know, thinking that might be. Nope. I didn't check that one. I checked stuff like that one. Like something's living here. Something's climbing this hill. Deer, no doubt. Okay, there ain't nothing here. Well, that was a substantial amount of climbing right there. I'm not gonna lie. I would imagine that after what we've already done, I would imagine your average YouTuber would probably, you know, call it a day. We'll fix it in editing. blah, blah, blah. I'm a little bit more stubborn than that, just a little bit. Maybe a lot, I'm not sure. But we ain't quitting, I can tell you that much. We ain't giving up yet. I've still got time. Still got battery in my cell phone. And we are definitely close. We are definitely close. There's the stairs that go up to the mansion. Showed you those when we first got here. And the car is right down here around this little curve. And we will head up here in a minute and head to the other one. Head to the cemetery that I saw one on LiDAR. But locals, locals said it was up here. So, you take locals' word for it. But I'm thinking it might have been the other one. The only problem with that one is, like I said, you have to cross private property to get to it. And, you know how that is. All right, let's go poke around, ask some more questions, see if we can't find something out. Well, I'm right in the midst of Plan B. I stopped as I came off the hill and asked another one of the neighbors. And he didn't know. So I asked him, well, tell me this then. Who's like the oldest person in the community around here that would actually, that might actually know where this graveyard is? You know where the post office is? Yeah. Go up to the post office. There it is. If you're looking at the post office to the right, you'll see a white house. There's a man named John that lives in there. Go ask John. He can probably tell you. So we're going to go over here in a minute and ask John. See if John's home. Once again, wish me luck. Well, it looks like I'm about to get rained out. I might have to wait for a storm to pass. I'm stubborn enough to do it. You know that. Anyway, went into the little store over here. The post office was closed. Went into the little store, and it turns out that it was a woman that I've known for many, many years ago. I can't answer your question, but I tell you who can. And she walked me right over there to a lady that's part of the Historical Society. Let me get in here. It's starting to pour. I'm going to drown rat out here. Okay, now, as I was saying, I went over there and we spoke to her. And we've been sitting out on her porch for a few minutes, and she was telling me a little bit of the history and things like that. And she told me where to go to find it. But she did mention that there was another YouTuber recently that went up there to try and find it and did not find it. So, well, I am right back at the beginning of Himlerville Street, where we started this video, ironically enough. I've ran all over the place, up that way, climbed mountains, all kinds of stuff, and I am right back where I started from. Kind of ironic, huh? But anyway, I ran into, like I said, up by the post office, a member of the local historical society. And she gave me, the information that I'm looking for. This was not the post office, by the way. That was the bank. And there was a church right next to it. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's the good thing about knocking on doors and talking to people. But guess where the graveyard is? We started the video right here at the Beauty Church of Christ, and went up behind that way, back up behind the church on the hill to the mansion, climbed the mountain. We climbed that mountain pretty much all the way to the top, went around the left side, went around the right side, never did find anything. You know where the graveyard is? It's right back there, right where we started, about 200, 300 yards from where I actually started at. Ironic, isn't it? But either way, the rain has almost stopped now. A big thunderstorm came through it, poured for a little while, So I sat up there with the lady from the Historical Society. Really cool lady. We sat around and had coffee. And she was telling me stories and stuff, you know, about Himlerville. It was really cool. But anyway, I think I know where the graveyard is now. Give it a few more minutes just for the last little bit of rain to clear out. And we'll try our luck again. Go hit another mountain. Wish me luck. Well, the rain has stopped, but it is very, very wet out here today. But anyway, there's the Beauty Church of Christ. The old mansion site is right back up there. And I climbed that mountain all the way. We done been there, done that. We done climbed that mountain. We're moving on. Different mountain to climb now. But anyway, yeah, that's where I actually started the video this morning, right over there at the Beauty Church of Christ. And here's the bank building that I thought was a post office. Looks more like a bank, actually. Now that you kind of look at it, it looks more like a bank. But the old site is right straight up over there. And I went up there earlier. So at least now we know, right? And the rain's starting to try to pick up a little bit again. So we'll give it another few minutes, I guess. Check the radar again. Got to run up to the post office. I don't have cell service right here. Have to run up to the post office. In their parking lot, I get 2 bars. So I'm kind of updating Heather on what's going on. You know, using the phone. Forgot my GoPro card. And having trouble finding the graveyard. But that's what makes these searches fun, you know, the hunt. I like to get out and go hunting for these places. And brother, the Himlerville has certainly provided a real hunt. That's for sure. But anyway, there's a little, you can see there's a house right there. It's an old, it's a part log cabin, part trailer, okay? I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. It's part log cabin, part trailer. To the left of it, there's another house, and the driveway going up to that house used to be the old access to the graveyard. But the gas company, since the people built the house, changed it and all that, the gas company put a new road up in between those 2 houses. So that is where we are headed now. Up another mountain. Life of Leo. Always another mountain. That's all right. I whine about it. I like to complain about it, but I love it. I love getting out climbing these old mountains and looking for history and just looking for old lost things. And Himlerville has certainly put up a good one. All right, let's do it. Let's go hit another mountain. We'll see y'all up there. Told you. Part trailer, part log cabin. Didn't believe me, did you? You believe me now, don't you? Anyway, I'm parked right over there behind that building. And right here is the intersection. This is the main intersection of Beauty, Kentucky. Right there, you know, right in front of me. Check out this tram road. This is what's left of a gas well road that goes back up into the mountain. Now, according to the lady I spoke to, she said it's just back behind that trailer right there, back in the woods. Their driveway used to be the main access to the graveyard, but there's a wall built over there. The last owners built a wall, and so you can't get up there anymore. You have to come up this way. Okay, we're heading up this way in the rain. Never let it be said Leo ain't stubborn. Well, I'm back at the car again. Got caught in a thunderstorm. Back up on that mountain a little ways, got caught in a thunderstorm. Had to come back down. Figures, don't it? Well, like I said, you can't say I ain't stubborn. Can't say I won't try. Well, guys, there comes a point where all of the stubborn in the world just don't seem to be enough. Days like today, you forget the memory card, One thunderstorm after another thunderstorm after another thunderstorm. I do believe that qualifies as a call the dogs in kind of moment, I do believe. We gave it our best shot, but we got rained out. It's about to quit again. It's about to stop raining again, but it's a little bit too late because we're already drowned rat. Yeah, soaked. I got soaked, y'all, trying to find the graveyard. I got caught back up there on that mountain. A little light rain. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, we'll just keep going. That little light rain turned into a thunderstorm and never did let up till I got back to the car. So, oh well. At least we know. At least we did. We got to come out to Beauty, Kentucky, old Himlerville, and tell you the story, show you the mansion, show you a lot of stuff. Take two it is. Second attempt. I am back in Himlerville again. I got rained out the other day. I got stormed on twice. The second time, I got caught back up in the mountains and got soaked like a wet rat. Oh, yeah, that happened. Anyway, I drove home, drove my little butt all the way back home, soaking wet, and figured we would come back out and try again. But the weatherman doesn't say anything about rain today, but then again, he didn't mention rain the other day. He said it was going to be sunny all day long, about 85 degrees, and clear skies. But as usual, the weatherman lied. All right, I'm gonna go head back out and get back up the mountain again and get right into it. Let's get to it. Let's see if we can't find this old cemetery. Well, guys, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I am having a time finding this cemetery. Went back up through that way, back behind that other one. Went back up that way a little ways, didn't see anything. Came out through here, talked to, there's a lady living in here, and I asked her. But they just, apparently just moved in. They don't know anything about it. Went over to, there's a Catholic charity right over here. It's a thrift store, you know, food pantry, that kind of thing. And he said he's kind of new to the area. He didn't know that the building that they were in used to be the bank. So I told them about that place being the bank. And he told me that he heard, someone told him, that there was a big graveyard up here. That this road right here goes out, circles, and goes back up. But guess what I found? Right here at the entrance, Curtis Hoover Johnson, Corporal, U.S. Marine Corps, Korea, 1928 to October 30th, 2004. So it looks like, and you can see that's pretty fresh too. It looks at where it's settled. But it looks as though we may be on the right track finally. Finally. And one way to find out though, go climb another mountain. Let's go. Look out, snakes, here I come. Get out of the way or I'll step on you. Okay, I see what looks to be remnants of a trail. You know, of course, 100 years ago, could have been a road. One way to find out. Go climb the mountain and look. It's the only way I know. It's a tough one, y'all. I kid you not. It's a hard one to find. This stuff is a whole lot easier in the winter when it's cold out. I haven't found anything yet. I came up, swept all the way out this way to the right till it dead ended. Came up on this ridge, worked my way back out across. The two trailers are down here. One of the logs right down in here somewhere, and the other one back that way. So I figured I'd come up above them and kind of go out that way, where I can at least look over the hill and maybe get lucky. Maybe get lucky. Not a bit of luck so far. I found the one grave, one Vietnam vet. I am sweating like crazy. Even in this canopy up here, it's still hot. Got me a little game trail. I don't know how well y'all can see it going right through there. But I figure if nothing else, from up here I can look down. And kind of a little bit up there too. Looking for flats anywhere where a graveyard might fit. It's a tough one, y'all. This is one of my toughest right here. Fast approaching the toughest. Just if nothing else because of the heat. I would love to see some headstones somewhere. Supposed to be wrought iron fence around it too. Getting my mountain goating in today, ain't I? On this trip for sure. Up and down, up and down. I haven't seen any snakes today. Saw one dead one. I guess that counts as a snake. Flat spot. Flat-ish anyway. Alright. How's this? Kind of looks road-ish. Used to be. Look, we ran out of trail, didn't we? We're going that way though, either way, trail or not. That's the way we're going, with or without a trail. Well guys, I've been climbing this hill for quite a while now. The last stop where I videoed was way out through there, out on that last point. I just worked my way through all of this. Yeah, I just came through that right through here, as a matter of fact, and just happened to look. Well, there's the valley. If it was going to be somewhere, it would probably be real close to here. And then I looked up. I see wrought iron fencing from here. Looks like it's about 100 feet away, 200 feet. But I've got a creek in the way. I've got a deep ravine going down through there. So I have to somehow get through the ravine and over to the other side. And right there's where we're going. It's took me 2 days, guys. Hours and hours and hours and hours. We finally found it. That's what determination will do for you. Well, stubbornness will do that too, I guess. Determination and stubbornness. Either one will work. So, alright, let's get on over there and take a look at the old Himlerville Cemetery. Very thorny. Very thorny. That's not too bad. I thought the ravine would be worse than this. Well, it's not exactly real good, is it? I guess it is pretty bad. Like, I wish I thought it would be worse. Yeah, look at it. It's not good. Alright. You would think there would be an old path going to this, but I do not see no path. All I see, so far at least, is more of this. I'm guessing that's supposed to be the path right there. But it's been gone for God knows how long. We're almost on the path. We made it. I see wrought iron fences there, big one over here. This must have been the old trail right here, what's left of it. But it's blocked down there. You can't follow this. I had to go way out through that way up over top of the hill, across that ridge, down through that ravine. Wow. My God, this is really up here. Look at that. Will you look at that? How wild is this? Look at all this antique wrought iron. Look at that. This stuff is older than most of us, that's for sure. Look at the detail on that one. Look at that. Wow. It's really overgrown too, ain't it? Okay, let's get a battery, swap out, put a fresh battery in. Do what we came here to do. Do what we've came here twice and searched hours and hours and hours to do. I'll be right back. Okay, I guess we are ready. I was gonna sit down, take a little bit more of a break, kind of cool off, stop sweating a little bit. Be honest with you though, I'm kind of eager to see who's actually in there, so I believe I'm just gonna go ahead and go. Y'all, I'm panting, I'm sweating, so just bear with me, y'all, bear with me. We're working hard for this one, no doubt. But look at the wrought iron. Look at the detail. Look at this stuff, guys. Now you keep in mind, these were coal miners, okay? Now when was the last time you seen coal miners with wrought iron fences around their graves? Is it never? Is the answer never? Well, if you said never, yeah, you win. This doesn't happen. The reason that these have all of this ornate detail, all of this ornate fence work, old wrought iron fences and stuff, like I said earlier in the video, these guys, it was like a co-op. They were part owners of the coal mine. They didn't just work there and live in the town. They actually owned, part of the business. So these were not like your typical broke coal miner, living in really bad conditions under some coal executive, some coal baron, and living in squalor. This was the other end of that. This was what it would have looked like if it had been done right, basically. But you know how market forces, if it weren't for, like I said, if it weren't for the drop in coal prices, back in the day, that bottomed out and destroyed the town, and then the flood that hit it, for all we know, it would still be called Himlerville today. Imagine that. But look at this. Look at that. After all of these years, works like a charm. Look at that. Okay, now that one, you can tell some of them, a lot of these old graves, they didn't, obviously, a lot of them, they didn't use vaults. They were in a pine box. So you definitely do not want to step. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Where it sinks is just a big hole right in it, right there. Now, another thing I want to mention too, guys. These are first generation Hungarian immigrants who came here, right? A lot of them, when they came here, they literally did not speak English. Quite frankly, I'm liable to butcher a name here, but it's unintentional. So, you know, just if any of you guys are of Hungarian descent, I'm doing my best, I promise. Okay, now, first we have Joseph Knaus, Knausz, 1899 to 1969. So we know they were still using this in 69, don't we? Right off the bat. Whoa. Watch that hole. Victoria Knaus, Knausz. Like I said, I'm not sure how you would pronounce that, but 1870 to 1953. Look at those crosses too. I mean, if y'all noticed, I guess y'all noticed these are not your typical cemetery, you know, stones. I guess y'all noticed that. Now this one is Alex Knaus. We'll just say Knaus. We'll pretend the Z is silent. 1897 to 1935. Look at that stone. It don't look like it's that old, does it? Knauz, M-A-R, Martin, M-A-R-T-O-N. Suzette, N-O-V, oh, okay, November 11th, 1862. Look at that. G-Y, two little marks above it, R dash M, and just the names. Look at that. Just completely different language. That is amazing. Here in southern West Virginia. I tell you, it's a tough one to find though, y'all. I was expecting, you know, a couple 100 feet up behind that one last trailer. This is a long ways on up. Much further up than that. You gotta really, yeah, you gotta really get it to get up here. You gotta want it. I'll put it that way. This is much harder. Any of you all been to Devilance Hatfield's grave? This is 100 times worse. Look, something missing from the top of that one. And where'd the gate go? There's a gate sitting here. All the others have gates on them. Who knows what it went to? You know, that one's got a gate too. Huh. Okay. I-S-T-E-N-B-E. I'm just going to try to get close as I can here, guys. F-A-R, Farkas Janos, J-A-N-O-S, Janos, maybe. See, I'm assuming that's the hometown as well. February 25th, 1928. Wow, that is amazing. I love old history. I really love old history. That one's getting weak, look at that. Stay. That one's solid, ain't it? Look at that. Solid as a rock. Looks like it was built today. Well, don't look like it, but it's as quiet. Make a bit of sound, no squeak at all. Okay. NYUKSZIK. Huh. Now there's a short abbreviation for that. I'm assuming that means born. Born 1917, December 23rd, and died July 6th in 1940. That is wild, isn't it? There's another one sunken. You can see where it's dropped. It's down at least a foot. We'll get on the edge and stay off of it. ITT. Same thing up here. This says BOSKAY. Boxakay. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that horribly wrong, but GYULA. And there's that, you know, SZ, born, I'm assuming, 1895, and died in 1935. Nose is killing me. Try to bear with me, guys. It's allergy season. Another reason I like winter better. Okay, we'll go over here and look at this real fancy one first, and then cover these down here. Look at that one. Is that not beautiful? Just look at that. That one's got a Bible on top of it. Look at the detail. Now, like I said, guys, you can tell these were not poor coal miners living in squalor just by looking at the graves. All right, let's see how to get around without getting on, because it's really tight in here. And this side's leaning. I'll go up the side very carefully. Very, very carefully. Okay. Bernath Josephine. Josephine. No. Fne. No I in the middle. I wonder what that is. Toria, SZUL, here, that I see on this one. Look at that stone though. Look how thick that is compared to my hand. That thing is thick. Okay, ease back out. There we go. Some of them, you know, they're really, really old. You want to be super careful because things can be very fragile. Like this gate, for instance. Look at this one. Well, this one didn't fare too well. I'll sit that back where it goes here in a second. Make it, you know, look presentable anyway. Look like it's correct. This one has a picture on it, and someone has shot it. Look at that. Someone has shot that picture. Target practice. Look at that. Someone back over there shot that picture. That is crazy. VILICS. Vilix Joseph. Joseph. I'm assuming it's Joseph. Now there's that same born. Look at that. That is wild, isn't it? Something from all the way back then. And look at that. Hello. Okay, now, here we got a tricky one here too. I'm gonna go around that way. Excuse me, sorry. Sinus is killing me. Alright. Let me get in here very gently. Okay, this one's a baby. It says, baby Anna Juliana Simon. SZU 1922. November 23rd, and died 1922, December 8th. Okay, I don't see anything else out that way. Looks like we're going that way now. Come on. Let's sit that back in. I'm gonna lay my camera down so I can fix this real fast. Okay, about as close as you can get. I hung the gate back on the latch. Look at the star. That is cool. That is really cool. Okay. This one. I don't see a stone in that one. What's this one out here? Look at that. Check that one out. Need a stick. ITT. Wow, let me see. That has to be the name because there's a dates down here. 44 ever. That is wild, isn't it? I've never seen stones like that. Well, I've seen, you know, other nationalities, but, you know, it's just wild to see this kind of stuff right here. There's one that's outside of the fence right there, outside of the wrought iron fences. So there are a few outside. Okay, this one has no headstone, but there is definitely an occupant. You can see it right down through the middle. One, could be two. Could be two. Looks like one in the center though. Okay, this one used to have one. You can see the post. This one used to have a fence around it too. You can see right there. In here, the two corners. See where the wall has just crumbled over the years and fell over the rock wall. Maria. A name I can read. Maria Pap Gloden, wife of Lewis Sr., 1887 to 1927. Now that's the one. Look at that. That just looks interesting, doesn't it? This is Sauce Caroly, SOSCAROLY. November 26, 1885, April 15th, 1925. And it says something down below it. Guess I should have learned Hungarian before I came out here, huh? We try to do our research, but I guess learning whole new languages is, you know, a bit much, I suppose. Bugs. C-H-A-N-K-O. Chanko Janos. Janos. J-A-N-O-S. I'm assuming Janos. 1877 to 1961. This is totally wild, ain't it? This is totally wild just to find something like this and go check it out. Now here's another one with no stone, but a whole lot of really nice wrought iron work. Make sure there's not one fell over in there or something. Nope. Don't see one at all. Okay, now come across the top. We still yet got that one right there. And these out here. Ouch. Ouch. Thorny little devils. Ouch again. It's one good thing about winter. You can put coveralls on and you're immune to thorns. That's another good thing about winter. Okay, where's my stick? Gabor, G-A-B-O-R, Miller, 1881 to 1957. I think I'll take my little half-rotten stick with me. Okay, gates down here, which I guess this one's short enough to step over. This one's aluminum. This one's made of aluminum. It's a 1963. I can see that much already. Fold that leaf down. Mary Kossel. K-O-C-S-E-L. Koxel. 1886 to 1963. It says mother down here. Okay, let me go around this one and get up here. See if I can read this one. It had a plate on it, but it's came loose and it's just sitting there. Condus V, I can't really make that out. V-A-N-T-E. And we will put that right back exactly where it goes. Alright, let's look over that way a little bit. I know there's a couple more down there, but we'll look just to be sure. This looks like a level spot, you know. Yep, there's one. There's a stone. That one's just an old field stone, though. There's nothing on it, I don't believe. Nope. Good place for a copperhead, though. A real good place. Okay, that's the only one I see over here. These are raspberries getting ready to go. Won't be long. The raspberries, they're all over the place. There. All over the place up here. Okay. We are going that way. That just looks totally wild, don't it? I mean, just to stand here and look around, you know, and know the history of this place, you know, and the history of the people and how they got here and how they all wound up with these fancy wrought iron fences. It's really cool. If you like history, you like exploring, you like the outdoors, this is really cool. All right, where are we going? Go below that one. See, here's another unmarked one right there. You can see where it's sunken. There's an unmarked one right there. So I would imagine there's probably several unmarked graves here. Oh, hello. Little snake. Okay. Now look at that. That looks really old, don't it? All I can make out, ALBECZ. There's a 1928. That's about all I can make out on that one. Wow, look at that fence. Looks like a tree has fell on it at some point in the last 100 years. You can see where a tree has fell right across there. Only been right in there somewhere, the roots, and went that way. See if there's a stump. No. Whichever tree hit that was really big, and it was a long, 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 long time ago. Because you can see there's no tree for one, but with this post, it's completely mossed over where it got ripped loose. All right, here's one. Yeah, definitely one right here in the weeds. I can see the sunken spot. I'll just tell you guys, it feels good to finally find this one. It really does. After coming over here 2 days, I completely scoured. There's a road goes up this way, another mountain over there behind the mansion. I completely scoured that mountain the other day. A ton of effort to find this one, but we found it. That's the main thing, ain't it? We found it, and we've got everyone videoed and documented. Now all I gotta do is come back out here down that way and see where this little trail pops back out, or if it pops back out. It may be, you know, grown over, slid in, or anything. I may have to get a little bit creative going back out of here too. Probably will, to be honest. That's okay though. We're happy we found it. And we're a happy little camper today, y'all. And I appreciate y'all coming along with me too, you know, kind of sticking it out there, you know, 2 days worth. But the reward was there at the end, wasn't it? It was there. We just had to work for it a little bit this time. Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming along and sharing this little bit of history with me, and, you know, enjoying the day. Well, the 2 days. Pretty weather, the scenery, snakes. I see you over there. I see you. You ain't fooling nobody. Well, you ain't fooling me anyway. I see you. It's two snakes here so far. 2 little ones. Anyway, guys, all right. Until next time, this is Leo with the Hillbilly Files from a random mountainside near Beauty, Kentucky that used to be known as Himlerville. Hillbillies out. See y'all next time. Okay, one more thing I want to say before I head out. Graveyard is right up there. That little flat right in there. That's where the graveyard is. You come right down here, down the trail. And I see why nobody can find this place now. Mother Nature has enveloped the trail right there. It's completely grown over and closed. That's why no one can find this place. That's the reason. I'm actually going to have to go down through this way, down this game trail, and hopefully find an easier way down than the one that I came in, up that way, across the mountain, over the hill, down through the down in that way. Hopefully, I'm hoping, go down here, find me one straight down the hill. All right, anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there at the last second. That is why this place is lost now, why no one can find it these days, is because it's completely grown over. Anyway, all right, Leo out, all that good stuff. See y'all later. Bye.